Oo, nangita yan, boss.
Napagamitan mo, no? Gamitan.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Payton is out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Baylor. Then it's Robinson. And it's Young in at the power forward position. The screen from Ewing. And a wide open look for Porter. That three off the mark.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Baylor kicks to Payton. Back to Baylor. Now the feed to Young. 5 on the clock. Robinson sets a screen for Young. Here's Ewing. Count it, and the foul. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And you talk about clutch plays. I mean, defensively and offensively. And we saw it right there.
Kevin Love's checked in for Indiana. McCollum comes in for Terry Porter.
One shot.
Boy, what a steady presence at the line. Whether it's a blowout or a tight game like this one, his stroke never varies.
Payton against Robertson. Good D by Ewing.
Yeah, look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
You know, and a lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establish the position early and controlling the error.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
Applejack with a screen on Peyton. That's a pick by Love. Back to Robertson. Love with the screen on Baylor. 6 on the shot clock. Robertson kicks to Love. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Love's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Just a huge basket from Kevin Love. Stepped up right when they needed him to.
Here's Baylor. It's good. Baylor's got 21.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Havlicek kicks to Ewing. Over Robinson. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is exactly what you have to be, especially when your team needs a bucket.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 4. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Has been the big factor here tonight.
The next meeting is switch here. Fareed is checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Oak.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And now we've got the intentional foul. By 5. Charles checked in for Fareed. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Never a doubt on those free throws, and their lead is even more secure.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Robertson. Havlicek dishes to Robertson. Love kicks to McCullough. Fires the 3. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
Guys, more than a roar, more like an explosion. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
Here's Havlicek. That 3 off target had some space there after the little bump fake. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Tony Montana con tu, milioni spesi dentro, ci sono I baracconi in città, e forse non ho avuto tutto ciò che ho chiesto, ma tutto il resto era un calcio. Andava sempre così, dal lunedì al venerdì, la stessa gente in tasca niente, però era meglio di un film. Lupin, MacGyver, Batman, Street Fighter, Tekken, Pac-Man. Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. 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 Tutto questo era un calcio.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Davis. Pippen is out there with Tyreek Evans, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And it's Davis missing.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Now here's Thomas. And it's West in the corner. He dishes it to Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. Fader on the way, and he makes that one. Jordan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Now here's Jordan. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. Outside Jordan. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And now just a 1-point Orlando lead.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, fatigue really a factor. You can see the heavy legs, and that's why he was wide open and the shot the defender just couldn't get to him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layups.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Tatum, he's checked in for Washington. Then for the Magic. Mourning comes in for Mitchell, and Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. And he is unable to get the second one.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Picked by West. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the feed to Jordan. Over Evans. Jordan's shot is off. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against New Orleans. Evans against West. And it's Evans missing. Washington shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Jordan with it. Feeds to Tatum. Jordan the screen. Harris against West. Over Harris. Kept alive by Washington. Here's Lopez. Money! A huge shot to tie it up.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. This crowd all over. Turned up.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Tyreek Evans.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting position. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Williams is checked in for Washington. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, we listened to Clay Jordan talk to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
West is checked in for Williams. And the second free throw, no good. A tough right there.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
There's Tatum. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Evans kicks to Pippen. Mourning with the screen. Here's the step back. It's full.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. All right, David.
Toleration for devastation, got a hunger for sin. Every nation, abomination, let the coroner in. Crooked faces, red and blue laces for the color of men. Just embrace it and die alone, song of revelation. Reverends and cattle's races, devils and demons and Deuteronomy. Fumigate on economy, illuminate broken dreams and manifest all insanity. Look around, sayonara tomorrow, it's just on the ground. 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 Sayonara tomorrow, it's just on the ground.
And the pick and roll, Smitty, such a key play in the NBA in your eyes. Who are the most devastating pick and roll players in the league?
I think guys with the ball in their hand is James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard. Some of the role guys are Blake, DeAndre Jordan, Draymond Green, because he can make a play with the basketball afterwards. And anytime you put best players in the pick and roll like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, they are definitely guys that makes defense really think about it.
Dumars is out there with Maravich. And it's Wall, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Dragic into the shooting guard. So that's the Hawks 5.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
And you look back early in his career, Rudy Gobert, he kind of clogged things up just as much at the offensive end as he did defensively. And I tell you what, though, he's made significant strides, becoming much less of a liability on offense.
And the first one at the line is good. And Gobert last season with career highs in field goal percentage and free throw percentage.
And he averaged double figures for the first time in his career. If you ask me, he'll be a walking double-double in this league for a long time.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Mirotic is checked in for Maravich, and Smith subbed in for John Wall. You know, Smitty, as the game grows internationally, we've seen a contrast drawn between the academies, for instance, in Europe and Australia, and the youth basketball organizations in this country. Do you think we're doing it the right way? Should there be change, more policing of just how things are run at a very young level?
I think more policing, Kevin. I think also coaches being better equipped to be able to be around young kids. I think also how many games these kids are playing. I think you obviously want them to have games, but when they're playing 5, 6, 7 games in a weekend, I just think that's too much.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Oladipo.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Jamal Murray in for Goran Dragic. The Mavericks also with a sub. Chandler's checked in. Rivers kicks to Finley. With the teardrop, it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. right at the free throw line. Finley can't get it to go.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Here's Murray. And it's Rivers with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Chandler a screen. Rivers passes to Finley. Back to Rivers, and stolen by Murray. Olynyk, a screen on Rivers. Murray. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg...
Try to stand. I lost a bet to a guy in a chiffon skirt, but I make these high heels work. I told you time and time again, I'm not as thick as you think I am. And we all fell down when the sun came up. I think we've had enough. All right, it's never feeling up. It's a never feeling up. All right, it's a never feeling up. It's a never feeling up.
It's Redick on the wing, defended by Christie. Divac kicks to Shaq. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Shaq's got 4 points in the quarter. Bird out there with Sabonis. Then there's Christie. Then it's Moncrief. And it's Valanciunas in its center. That's the Boston 5. That pushes it to double digits. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
The three from George. The offensive rebound. That shot, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Moncrief. Big play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Redick against Moncrief. Outside, Redick. Shaq is screen on Moncrief. Shaq with the screen. Off the screen. It's deflected. 1:10 left in the fourth. Now here's Moncrief. Passes to Sabonis. Valanciunas with a screen on Shaq. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Pierce.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Celtics.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Here's Moncrief. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Clock at 6. Big D that time from Redick. And Chicago has possession, trailing by 10. A nice shot by George.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
And here's Moncrief. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game.
You turned your back, I should never give you a chance. I got for loyalties, but ain't never answer. I'm a boss, I'ma make my own family. You with my ex while I'm with different color kids. I got Jenny, I got Tammy, I got Sandy. You try to sneak and leave them, then I leave you scared. They be honest to me.
They take my kindness for weakness, still coming out strong. Still coming out strong. Still coming out strong. Take my kindness for weakness, still coming out strong. Still coming out strong. Still coming out strong. Still coming out.
And Doherty kicks to Price to tie it up. It's tipped.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Yao comes in for Fultz, and Lucas subbed in for Bryant. That one drops. He ties it up.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Roy Hibbert. Price is out there with Allen. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Doherty into the power forward position.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Memphis. Lucas has got his 5th rebound in this one. LaVine wide open. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Back to Price. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard draws the double. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation.
Not sure, maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
Ryan is checked in for Zach LaVine. 1:35 left in the 4th quarter. Kobe passes to Yao. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Hibbert. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Ilyasova is checked in.
2 shots.
Two shots. Last on the first.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
And here's Price going outside for three. Lucas with the rebound.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Yeah, and Yao slams it in.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get one or two stops, they may win it.
Now here's one. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Here's Kobe. Passes it to Yao. To the middle. Here's Lucas. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Yao Ming.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of move, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep them focused.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of two is good. That increases their lead to 6. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Allen. Knocks down the 3.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then, it might be too late.
From deep, Ilyasova nails it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, how about Ersan Ilyasova stepping up? A huge make in a close one. Fourth quarter theatrics in full swing.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
They can't make the second free throw either. It's in both. Leonard dishes to Price. Over Rondo. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on here homecoming.
1, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make it out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you proving? We know that
And you know, Brent, we know top-level coaching is an all-in affair. Strategy, motivation, working the officials. But who are some of the most complete coaches in the league right now?
Well, at the top of the list is Greg Popovich and what he does. There's no doubt that the way that he has his team prepared on a nightly basis, carrying out the game plan, the way he works the sidelines, as you mentioned, Kevin, Greg Popovich is the cream of the crop when it comes to NBA coaches.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Parker, Lou Williams out there with Richmond. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Van Vliet in at the 2 spot.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Heat.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
First one falls for it. Get the premium placed on outside shooting, Brent, plus defensive rules that lessen the need to defend in isolation. Will we see guys playing for more years than ever before? Less wear and tear because there's less of it inside in games.
You know, it's a great point, Kevin. I think that you're right about that. I also think that whatever we're doing off the court in terms of the players with nutrition and training regimen, that's going to be another reason why we'll see players be very effective well into their late 30s and sometimes into their early 40s, which is about my limit, Kev. I'm still effective at 45.
You are. Very effective at 45. And Alvin Gentry, coach under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix, helped install elements of that offensive system with the Golden State Warriors.
Well, tough last year because their point guard missed most of training camp, Drew Holiday, so you try to establish a good offensive continuity during that time of the year, and that didn't exist. The amazing thing under Alvin Gentry is after making a massive trade during the All-Star break, this team got into the top 10 in terms of their defensive rating. That's impressive stuff.
With this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track, catching up on the changes with Miami. Laverne, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Hill comes in for Gervin. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Chauncey Billups. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Gill. There's a good screen. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Here's Van Vliet, covered by Payton. Van Vliet passes to Williams. 32 seconds left in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots off the screen. Rebound by the Heat. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Payton. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme
Gator belts and Patty Melts and Monte Carlos and El Dorado. So I'm waking up out of my slumber feeling like Rollo. So follow, it's showtime and the Apollo minus the Kiki Shepherd. With a bada, with a leopard, Fred, Teddy, Pendergrass, cooler than Freddie Jackson, sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm. Left us warm in the dorm room at the AU. We two athletes might you, but you must have me mistaken with them statements that you make, Canary yellow, 7 ounce of business on display. My Mongo hooked it up. Oh my god, dip my rim today so can ride out to the honeycomb, hide out. I'm gonna show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be Bambino on your YKK on your zipper. Like a lizard when I'm a sober. 6 million ways to fold ya. Like Noah, I get 2 of views and you get pretty. But I call you from 80s. I know you'll be there for me, girl. Huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're malnutrition, then need a vitamin and inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. You're so and frank. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. And double time, the boy next door's a freak. On the planet, the sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got it, won't you? Compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got it, won't you? Compatible, created in the attic.
They all over me, don't be shy. Take control of me, get the vibe. It's gonna be lit tonight.
Baby girl, you give me 10 ton of fatness. Give me some of that. Mix with the badness. Look how she at. Shape like a death, but I'm not just that.
Malcolm Brogdon out there with Iverson. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Griffin. And it's Nance in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State, pushing their lead to double digits. And that's now 17 points for Blake Griffin. Dandridge with the screen on Brogdon. Kidd kicks to Booker. The feed to Davis. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Well, this is a guy who understands defense's role in their offense, right? They know exactly how to use them.
Some changes for Golden State. Nance comes in for Nance, and it's Jaron Grant in for Brogdon. Warriors leading by 7. And here is Iverson. Dishes it to Nance. Drummond with a screen on Booker. Griffin against Davis. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Iverson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Marcus Camby. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Johnson, he's checked in for Grant. Second one is good. In both at the line. It's a 9-point ball game. Nuggets running out of time. Kid with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Camby the screen. Iverson against Booker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Golden State. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Iverson kicks to Brogdon. Here's Drummond. Iverson right side. Drummond sets the screen for Brogdon. Nance outside. There's the pick. Kicks to Drummond. Clock at 6. Down low. He's looking for Iverson and finds him. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game. Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. I mean, his main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Catching up on the changes for Golden State, JaVale McGee's checked in for Andre Drummond. Allen comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Jaron Grant in for Allen Iverson. Monroe's shot is good.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup. The teardrop.
Here's Grant. He feeds it to McGee. Here's Nance. Misses the wing chair.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Knocks down the trifecta. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, don't you love it. As calm as can be, seals the win with some tremendous work at the free throw line.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker dishes to Davis. And here's Kidd from the arc. No good there.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
That's just super.
David, thank you as always.
Yeah, back with another one. And I got up another one. Next to my back, another one. Living like Cali. Hey, back with another one. And I got up another one. Next to my back, another one. Living like Cali. Yeah, come from where you every day a struggle. Lost so many homies. I put putters. Lost so many homies. I'm not gonna trust you. Lost so many homies. I move with the muscle. I just look for money. I keep finding trouble. Where it's at? Watch my back, cause they don't love you. Copycat. Trying to hack a huddle. Wobble past. Now I'm up and then a shuttle. And I'm getting humble. I was down, you wasn't there till I bubbled. What you expect, you up next day, I'll on you. I just thank God cause we came from the rubble. Low was the stubble, I ain't fan to fumble. Cold as my heart in the jungle, I rumble. Who else you know that made it through the puzzle? All the double when my vision tunnel. Yeah, hey, living like Cali. Living like Cali.
And Clark just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? Like, how did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or a young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams had been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes, and we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
Brown out there with Jefferson. Then there's Van Exel. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Hayward in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Hayward. Nerlens Noel comes in for Brown. And Marley subbed in for Van Exel. Now here's Green. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Hardaway kicks to Noel. Dan Marley on the wing. Martin defending. There's a screen by Noel. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hardaway. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sundays.
Now here's Marley. A 3-ball. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 6 assists here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
A total of 4 games to be exact, Greg, and they'll each wind up taking 2 of them.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Now here's Marley. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was it, David. Thank you.
Look, it's a number body. Time to let it fly. 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 Yeah. Why do you got your hands down? You don't want to pull up on you. As you got them jumping all around. They don't know when I'm gonna shoot.
Nas. Yeah.
Hardaway dishes to Duncan. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Embiid, the pass to Duncan. Count it. Duncan's got 18 points just in the second half.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams.
Derrick Rose is out there with Jones. Then there's Cooper. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Petrovic in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Here's Ingram following the score by Derrick Rose. Here's Cooper. Hardaway with the steal. Kicks to Duncan. On the wing, Hardaway. And there's the feed to Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about him is he's doing it efficiently.
Rose, no good. Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here's Ingram. Defense right on him. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Cooper kicks to Ginobili. Over Duncan. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Ginobili.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles in your quickness.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. A reverse, and Duncan with the layup. 20. Duncan's got 32 points in the game.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 9. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. And he must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Reed is checked in for Jones. Jay Crowder comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Derrick Rose. Bowen the pass to Ingram. The lead pushed to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
You can build a lead in a number of ways. Obviously, rebounding has been the backbone of their efforts all night.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over. Thank you, David. Great.
When the world turned its back on me, I was up against the wall. I had no foundation, no friends or no family to catch my fall. Running on empty, was nothing left in me but doubt. I picked up a pen and I wrote my way.
I picked up the pen like Hamilton, street analyst. Now I write words and try to channel them. No political power, just lyrical power. Sitting on a crate on the corner, sipping for hours. Steaming on a come up from evening to sun up. My man awaiting trial. Misdemeanors were younger. Courtroom prejudice, insufficient evidence. Jailhouse lawyers, these images still relevant. Flickering light inside my project hall. Sickening, the mics call all night long. In 87 Reagan is, and many pages I've written on. Writing songs about rights and wrongs and bells, bonds. Master bedroom, bigger than the crib that I was raised at. I'm the architect like I wrote the code, the Waze app. I'm driven. Like Elohim from the streets of Queens. The definition of what it was written means. Know what I mean? I wrote my way.
When the world turned its back on me, I was up against the wall. I had no foundation, no friends and no family to catch my fall. Running on that day, there was nothing left in me but doubt. Picked up a pen.
Steve is a player. Do analytics give you a path to say, you know, I should change and lean more toward this, or I should stop doing that because I'm better at this? Does that ever enter a player's mind, you think?
Hey, Kevin, I think guys should look at these numbers. When you're saying from this spot you're shooting 20%, stop shooting from that spot. If from this shot you're shooting 80%, you might want to get to that spot. So I think that in those cases, yes, analytics work. And when you're shooting a 3 and you're shooting about 30%, you need to step in.
On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Greg Monroe. Scott is out there at Malone. Then there's West, and it's Jones in at the 2 guard. Smart misses. San Antonio leading by 12. Fires the 3. Scott, good.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Smart. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
West against Hardaway. It's West with the drive. Malone, good.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Smart kicks to Ibaka. Back to Smart. Ibaka with the screen on Jones. Fires from the line. Second chance effort. A nice shot by Reed. Reed's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Now here's West. And he lays it straight in. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for San Antonio.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
It's deflected. Mullen against Scott. Mullen passes to Hardaway. Monroe against Reed. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Sharch is checked in for Ibaka. Anderson comes in for Marcus Smart. And Freeze subbed in for Hardaway. Scott dishes to Jones. Scott against Anderson. Rozier kicks to Monroe. 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Sharch.
At the line for the Spurs, Terry Rozier. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Jones against Stiff. There's a screen. Here's World B3. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The first one falls.
World B3. At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Rozier. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Bradley. Big win tonight. It looked like you guys had great offensive flow. How did you accomplish that?
This is the most fun we had all year. By far. The ball was moving on offense. We were playing great team defense and getting out on the break and scoring. And when you're scoring that many points, it's always fun.
Offense puts people in the seats and keeps players happy. Congratulations, Bradley. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.
Nga lang sa ipan, aso ka dahil, kaya mana. Maya pa tutukod-kod. Palit ka dahil tukod. Sana.
Kita ko meron. Asa ka hotel ni? Asa ka hotel ni ba? Eh, ikaw na, ikaw. Awag na. Awag na. Masaan ito klaseng sa mabot ng bata? At ang babae sa taas ba? Kasi mangga yung magibayaran lang.
Manisa.
Ari naman pa.
Bukas Manisa.
Mari tumakan, maligo ko.
Bata, mari ka to, Juan.
Nagyon pa yun. Kapulit na, sinabasa niyo para sa Sarado. Magkasang TV dong. Kapay ay sa school man, Osa. Sa school man. Mura, di mo mabili gas. Mabili mo. Patay na sila?
Ha?
Ito eh.
Kailan kwarta ba?
Basas kita naman. Tao na ron.
Binito kayo pa siya i-quandary ba? Kaya natulong ba? Sir ba, natulong anak ang kwarta taas.
Pero sa una to na, matras ta.
Oo. Ito na nga.
May payong niya.
Mami, kumangka ka. Mami, kumangka
Saan? Ay gawa saan? Wala na. Suksok ka ng kamot mo, isang mo nga. Suksok ka na, kaya ko, Uy. Nasuksok yung kamot. Ma, padungog ka ba? Ay, kagulo.
Ikaw ba? Pati na.
Sige ka ng kamot, masuksok ang plywood?
Wala ka daw.
Oo, ano din magpapakaw maganda?
Pero yung tapos na building. Sabi niyo kung mabali ang payong mo.
Payong mo, gunay mo.
Baka na suot ko na.
Thank you.